People, it's Brooklyn here. I'm living in a shared accommodation with other females with females. As you know, I'm female to male transgender. Hold on a second. Let me open the curtains because the lighting in here is a bit crap. You know? Open the curtains in a while. So as you know, um, I'm female to male, transgender. So I'm a trans man, so I'm more or less a man. And I live in a shared house with other females, um, with females, cisgender females. Um, we have like um, five five rooms in here, plus an extra one like for storage. Um, and yeah, you may ask, okay, so if you identify as a man, a trans man, um, aka a man, why are you living in a house full of cisgender females? Well, I don't want to go too personal, deep in it, because I don't really like to talk about it, but I'll just talk about it anyway. I'll say another formal term to what happened to me, for me to move in here. And the formal term is I was sexually assaulted by a cisgender male. Um, because as you know, like I don't know if you know, but like, as you know, I have not had bottom surgery yet. So so yeah, I was sexually assaulted, or should I say sexually abused by this cisgender male. And that's how I moved in here. Like I was sexually assaulted, and then I called the police, and then they took me in the police car, and we went to the police station, where I was swabbed, mouth, and stuff like that, and they took the clothes that I was wearing on the night of the assault, for forensic evidence. Um, and then they interviewed me, and then they took me to a um, rape victims clinic where I was. They gave me they gave me some snacks to eat and coffee and stuff like that, which is very nice of them. Where I was thoroughly examined, um, back entrance, mouth, um, down there, thoroughly examined. They took some blood tests and stuff like that, whatever, some tests. And then after that, I had a shower, and then I put on some clean clothes. So I brought some clean clothes with me, um, and I was able to call my friend, my trans friend, and to arrange to go over to his flat and stay with him for a couple of nights until I get myself sorted a place. So that's what happened. Like obviously prior to that incident, about a week before that incident, my mum had passed away. So it was a very, very horrible time for me. Very everything got on top of me. When I got examined thoroughly, in the examining room, I was like crying. Like I was very upset. I was in turmoil. I was like, what the hell? I was crying, and yo, it was horrible. It was horrible being examined. It just took me right back to that incident. Um, and like it was just horrible. So after that, the officers that was dealing with my case, they took me in their car, and they dropped me off to my um, to my friend's flat, and then we went, and then I stayed there ever since. A couple of nights, about 2-3 nights, on like that. And then during those nights that I stayed there, we went to went my friend and his girlfriend at the time went together to my ex's flat to get my stuff, to get all my stuff from his flat. Because what happened was, prior to that incident, I was at my ex's flat, and me and my ex had a big, massive argument, and he kicked me out. So I went, packed like one suitcase, and I went to my friend's, so-called friend's shared house around the corner from his, and then um, and then we were in a room with two lads that I didn't know, and one of the lads it happened with, he sexually assaulted me, took advantage. He knew that I was upset that my mum passed away. I was drunk, more drunk than he was tipsy, but I was drunk. He was more sober than I was. I remember. I remember things when I'm like, it's horrible. It's a curse. At the time, I considered myself a lesbian. Well, I didn't consider myself a lesbian. Like, at the time, I um, was posing as a lesbian to cover up my feelings of being a man. Like, I didn't, I wasn't, I didn't, I knew that I was trans, but I didn't accept myself being trans, because I was scared, of judgment from my peers, and like, it's just hard. It's hard for us transgender people. So at the time, I felt very horrible and disgusting myself, and dirty and ashamed and guilty. I was drunk, and I blamed myself, and I was like, "There's no excuse. You were drunk. That don't mean that you." Do you know what I mean? But with rape, once the victim says no, stop. No means no. Stop means stop. Okay. Once the other person continues to force sexual acts upon you, that is called rape. There's no other way of twisting it around. There's no sugarcoating it. There's no making excuses for it. It is still rape. If the person says no, means no. Still rape. So he sexually assaulted me, and then at my friend's house, what happened was, after I got my stuff, stayed there for another further night. And then the following morning, my friend, he called up Easy Housing Association, which they do shared accommodations for people who are homeless and, on benefits, and are in receipt of housing benefit. So I got referred to there. So me and my friends, we went to the Easy Housing. I went in the office and I got signed up, and then here I am. That was in October. So that was October the 24th that I moved in here. So I've been nearly a year now. I've been here nearly a year now. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. 10 months. I've been here just over 10 months. So Now it's time for me to start packing and moving because I found a better place. I've decided that, you know, staying here, um, staying here is supposed to be temporary for a couple of months and that's it gone. Like, I don't understand why I'm still here. The reason why I'm still here, ladies and gentlemen, is because of this. About 4 or 5 months after moving in here, they put me on Homes Direct bidding system to bid for properties, for my own property, and but it was like it was so late in them doing that. I got my pin and everything else to bid, and they should have done that when I was at the office when I first signed up to move into here, which is just, you know. So had I not reminded them and told them that, yo, I want to go into the bidding system, I need my pin, da 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 da, they would have let me stay here for long time, and just all they want is their money. They're bothered about getting paid, and that's it. So, you know, sorry about the lighting. It's this lighting. The light is like beaming on me. But yeah, like, so. That's why I'm here for so long, and I've had enough of it. Like, I'm 27 years old now, and I want my own flat. I want my own space. And living here, basically, you're not a priority on the housing register. You are. They consider you as, they class you as not homeless if you're living in a shared accommodation. Um, well, they class you as a little bit homeless, like you're not a priority on the priority list. Even though, which is weird, even though I'm on band A, which is priority, top priority. Band A is top priority. So I'm on band A, which I just don't understand. I don't understand why I've been bidding, and still haven't got nowhere. I've been here for nearly a year now. So, I mean, if I was living in a hostel or supported accommodation, where it's shared supporting accommodation, they still consider you on top priority. They'll get you somewhere quicker if you're in supported shared accommodation or living in a hostel. Okay, so I'd have got somewhere quicker. Here, it's not supported living. You might have a support worker that comes and supports you, but here is not supported living. I don't get much support here. Okay, like, so and also the rent per week. I get paid fortnightly, and I am on low income job seekers allowance. I only get so much per fortnight. So I want to start working full time, so I can be an adult. I can feel like an adult and work full time. I want to work full time. I want to get on my driving license, work full time, and be able to afford to get a car, buy a car, MOT, taxi, insurance, petrol, food, electric, gas, you know, travel, cigarettes, or actually not even cigarettes, tobacco, and start buying tobacco, and before I afford to buy myself weed. That's what weed is about. Yeah. So, you know, like, what the hell, yo? Like, if I can't live here in this house and work full time because I have to pay the full rent plus my service charge altogether per month, that's coming up to like 600 in the 600s per month. No, sorry, wouldn't be able to afford. My whole wages will go on all of that, the monthly rent, the monthly service charge, because I pay £10 a week. Okay, £20 a fortnight. That's £40 a month. So So the 600, the 500 and odds. No, 300. The 300. No, the 400 and odds It's nearly 500 actually. The 400 and odd pounds per month, plus the £40 per month. On top of that, it's nearly 500 or nearly £600 per month. That's gonna wait. That's gonna. I'm not gonna be able to afford food. I'm not gonna be able to afford travel. I'm not gonna be able to afford nothing. Not even to keep a car. So what's the point? I'm gonna be homeless before I even know it here. You know, because I have to have food. So what this is what I want to do. I want to get a flat on my own and be able to work full time, be able to afford to feed myself, afford my smoking habits, afford travel, and afford Wi-Fi, afford electric and gas, you know, and my rent, you know, um, and like I can't do that here. So I'm moving on to a better place where I get more support, and the service charge is the same per week, but I get free Wi-Fi, bigger space, storage space for my food as well, and more privacy and bigger space, bigger kitchen space, bigger lounge space, bigger garden. Um, Very nice place, you know, more support as well. I'll get a flat quicker because supported living. So I'm moving this Monday coming, okay? So I have to start my packing. I should have done it yesterday, but I was like distracted by other things. So I'm gonna start packing now. So you're gonna watch me pack, okay? You're gonna watch me start packing. I'm gonna get this bag. I'm gonna put some stuff in that bag, so you know. I'm getting muscly. Oh God. Am I tripping out or what? I'm not even flexing. I'm okay, and my collarbones are still there, but my arms are getting and my shoulders getting really toned. Wow. I just noticed that. Sorry. Okay. So these, I'm gonna show you. These I'm selling, so I might as well put them in a separate bag. I got so much stuff. Look, I got so much stuff. So much stuff. It's unreal. Too much stuff. Way too much stuff. Way too much stuff. I cannot deal with this. I've even got some stuff in the cupboard. There's stuff up there. Stuff there in the windowsill. Like, it's too much. Too much. But it's life. It's life. Okay. I'm gonna deal with this. Okay. Clothes that I usually wear. So this is gonna be I'm gonna make this into a Harry Potter gown. Put like, get a Harry Potter badge and sew it on here. So, yeah. Trousers and stuff on the bottoms. That's bag number 1 done. I'm gonna do like I did last time. I was supposed to move to the US, but I didn't. It all got cancelled. So, okay, why is my pen not working properly? It's weird. Right, bag number 2. That hit me in my belly. The So I'm gonna be wearing on the day as I'm gonna wear this. Forget. My villa top, my villa shirt, my football shirt. Ooh. Just in case it's cold or it's gonna rain. So I'm gonna wear that now. If I knew that I was gonna move so soon, I would have left everything in the bag. When I was supposed to go to America and I packed everything and I put everything in black bags, I would have just freaking just left everything how it was in black bags. But obviously, you know, I didn't know, so hi. Oh. That's bag number 2. I'll put bag number 1 over here. Top of each other like that. Okay. Now, So everybody, like, this is gonna be too long a video, so I'm gonna let you go. But like, my next video, I for sure, definitely for sure, I'm gonna talk about what I was talking about, what I wanted to talk about on the other video, which is about families and transphobia, and how I felt, my experience and how I felt about it, and what happened. And yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a story time as well. So see you in the next video. Peace.